Yes, welcome. You know, it is Halloween week, and we had to start it off with a little rockin' with Dawkin and Dream Warriors. It's your host, Joey B. Welcome to another week of the All In Sports Huddle. And we're going to have a power-packed show, but don't we always? Right, Mook?
Always.
Oh, don't we always, Mook?
Always.
All right, hold on. I'm going to try to get you back going. I don't know. Check. You good?
Check.
All right, I don't know. We may have to move you over. But, hey, I want to introduce somebody to the show right now. And he's been someone we've been trying to get for a while, but we're making it happen finally. And that's Jason Cooke with Valley Sports Daily. Jason, how you doing?
Good. How are you? No, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
All right. Hey, man, I appreciate you. We're going to bring Mook back in. Let's Mook. Does this work? Are you here? Yeah, I can hear the headphones. There you are.
Check.
Yeah, there we go. You sounding great. But hey, you know, Jason, I want to just intro you. Jason's been someone that's been on the scene when you were town crier. You know, obviously a Tewksbury guy. So we got Tewksbury boys coming in a little while. So it's going to be fun. We're going to talk about that culture. We're going to talk about the great season they have. But when don't they have a good season, man?
That's right.
It's talk about, like, you know, building something that is expectation. We're going to talk about that. And you can text in if you want to ask guys any questions. The text in line is open. It's 617-764-9283. We're going to have the boys from Tewksbury. I think we got Brady Schofield. We got Cam. And I think you told me is how you pronounce that, Cam?
Cam Guendner.
And then we got Ethan. So I believe, I forget what Ethan's last name is. But anyway, we're going to make sure we do the full intro. And again, you can text in. The number is open at 617-764-9283. And we're excited. We're going to have Shane Knowlton from Lynn English calling in. We're going to have Gio Doria from Manchester West calling in. We're going to get you. Of course, we have our Paulie's picks. And Paulie's all excited because he went 5-0 this week.
Oh, man.
You know, 5-0 this week, Mook.
I went 2. We all went 2 and 3.
He's separating from the pack, as we say. We do a little handicap, little ATS here, and we have a little fun with it, you know, for recreational purposes. You know what I mean? So, but we have a lot of fun. And again, you know, we're gonna talk local sports. We're gonna talk individual players and some great performances. We'll probably get into the games that you saw and I was at last night.
Good
Incredible
games.
game between Dexter, Southfield, and Avon Old Farms. You want to talk about guys. You want to talk about some studs. All I know is that Rory Funk. He's a guy you got to look out for.
Yeah, and Michael Bear.
And you know, and it seems like every year, who's the guys out of Burlington there? Their brothers at Clemson. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I forgot the name.
Yeah,
I
but I'm
know
going to bring him
about.
up again later. But I need more coffee, I guess. But hey, we're going to get into some more music because it is Halloween week. So we're going to get into this. This is a little Alice Cooper, a little Feed My Frankenstein. You're listening to the All In Sports Huddle, where we talk and we rock. All right. What up? Hey, it's Halloween week. You need a little Metallica. You need a little Rat. And it's your host, Joey B. in the All In Sports Huddle. And before I forget, you know, I want to thank our sponsor, Center Sports in Chelmsford and Glenn Doherty. And I want to mention something they have going on. They are actually doing a coat drive and actually closed for the winter season. So make sure if you have some winter coats you're not using, the kids outgrow them, bring them over to Center Sports on Alpine Lane and make sure that you tell Glenn Joey B sent you. And I also want to let folks know Center Sports Chelmsford is your choice for apparel. They have some Nike, they have Under Armour, they do team stores, and they work with all sorts of clubs and teams, even not just Chelmsford, all over. So make sure you check them out at Center Sports Chelmsford, cschelmsford.com. And hey, it is time. I got Jason Cooke here with Valley Sports Daily. How you doing, Jason?
Good. How are you?
I got Mukala Kabong.
What's going on?
And hey, I got to introduce some guys, okay? So we got Tewksbury football in the house, and I want to bring some guys from Tewksbury on. So why don't we start with you, Cam? Why don't you introduce yourself to the crowd?
Hi, my name's Cam Guendner. I'm a senior at Tewksbury Memorial. I play guard and linebacker for the team, and I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, thanks. And go ahead, Ethan. Why don't you introduce yourself to the crowd.
I'm Ethan Martins. I'm also a senior, and I'm the other guard and linebacker for Tewksbury High School.
There you go. Well, awesome, man, and I appreciate you guys joining us. Hey, great win on Friday. A pretty dominating win.
Yeah, thank you.
Against a team, obviously North Andover over the years. They've been a pretty good squad. A little down this year, but hey, you got to play those games, and you guys continue to. And we're going to talk a little bit about it because I think it's important. Obviously we got Jason, who's a Tewksbury grad here, state champion hockey player. But I think there's a really important piece to this, like Tewksbury and the culture. And you hear the term Tewksbury tough all the time. And I just feel like you guys kind of start the season, and I don't know what it is. I'm going to let you guys talk about it. But do you feel like when you guys start a season, whatever sport it is, there's a kind of something like a status or something you hold, like you guys have played before you, and you want to keep that winning ways? Why don't you talk? What do you think about that, Ethan? You want to say anything about that?
100%. Like going into the season, like we got to remember like past seasons, like all of our guys, seniors that were last year, seniors from 2 years ago that went home in the semifinals. Like we always remember that going into the start of the season, so they're always on our mind.
Yeah. Anything to add?
And going off of Ethan's point, I mean, we got a long history of Tewksbury football, and we got a lot of alumni that they come back for the program. We got the Redmond Club that year in and year out they donate money and they make sure that we're having the best. And especially our season doesn't end. So right after Thanksgiving, we're in the weight room, we're up in our beautiful facility, and that's why we have a chip on our shoulder, because our season really doesn't end. We get back in the weight room and we look forward to the next season. So that's why we're always hyped up when we actually get out and we get to play football.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've had the opportunity over the years. Actually, it's funny. So I grew up in Chelmsford, but my sisters, actually, one of my sisters is a 1,000-point scorer at Tewksbury, and Amy Beauregard. She's up on the and like growing up, they lived with my aunt and uncle because we had some unfortunate things happen in life, and you deal with it. But the thing is that I got a really up close and personal chance to kind of see what it was about there. It was a big family. It's not a big school. It's not a big town, but you guys really support each other, from the teachers. Obviously, you got a legend in Coach Aylward. You got a legend, and his dad was a legend. You know what I mean? And another thing that I brought it up with Jason, and I want you to add too, Jason, is that I see so many times, because I'm a little bit of an older head now. I see so many times names of guys that I remember playing against, or not. If I didn't play against them, I remember them playing. You know what I mean? What do you think about that?
I think that's just what these guys were mentioning. It's kind of like that tradition. You want to carry it on. And I know, just like me playing hockey at Tewksbury High, I think the more you kind of play in the program, the more you see the alumni come back. Just like they were saying, you realize that it's kind of carrying on a tradition that they set, and that only motivates you to want to kind of carry it on. So I think that when you're a small school like Tewksbury, you're not bringing in the most kids. I think you need to kind of lean on stuff like that to be successful. Yeah.
So, guys, and I'm hoping that Brady will join us here, waiting to see if he's going to join us. Maybe we can. Maybe he can. We can find out if he's coming or not. But let's talk a little bit about like this. Even this season, you had a tough game against Lowell, and you were down, and you had to come back and win. Those are defining moments, though, of a season, and it's kind of a defining moment of a team. Because a lot of teams during those times, if you're not used to doing that, if you haven't seen that done before, it can be difficult. Well, Cam, let me ask. I'll ask you both, but let's take that game, because obviously we're focusing on what's ahead, because obviously the goal. But let's go back. If we can go back to that game, let's talk a little bit about that moment. Like, you were down, needed to kind of make some plays. What was the mindset in the huddle? What was the mindset on the sideline?
Yeah, I got to tell you, Lowell was a hell of a team. They came out. They've been developing over the past couple of years. It was
we had
crazy.
Ryan Conley on last week. Their wide receiver. And it's amazing, to see the culture. We talk about culture. They made a decision to put a lot of work in.
Yeah, they got a great coach behind him, and he's really developing the program. And they came out and they knew what they needed to do, and we knew that they were going to come out hot. But it's just the same thing that's been happening over the past 4 years. Same thing that's been happening our entire lives. Like our core group of guys on the football team, we've been playing Tewksbury youth football since we were in second grade, Ethan. We've been playing together. We've been battling. We've been down before, so it's just kind of going back to that old Tewksbury mentality where it's just you go back into the locker room at halftime and you say, why are we going to lose? What do we have to lose? We're going to go out there and we're going to like Coach BA says, we're going to spill our guts for the next 48 minutes. So it's just about going back to that and realizing that, like, you're playing for your brothers, and it's really just a bump in the road. So that's what Lowell was.
Yeah, there you go. Anything to add on that?
I mean, going off what Cam said,
Ethan?
like, I know every team's a family, but I think this team in particular, like all of us, I mean, even the grade below us, because in youth, the grades would join up. Like, we've been playing together since we were like 6 years old. So there's something special about this group. And I think, like, at halftime especially, like, we're just trying to fix mental mistakes, like things we can't avoid. So we're trying to get out of each other's head. Like, someone's down, pick them up. And I think that's what really helped us in that game later on.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you brought up the youth football program, because I think that's important too, because like the youth football, and I had an opportunity in my background working with that youth program, Frank Farelli. Back in the days, Frank Farelli was the equipment manager. Frank Farelli, I think they named the field house.
Yep.
Love Frank Farelli. Shout out to Frank Farelli, man. But I mean, that's the thing too, is that so many guys start out in that program. That was a decision that they made a long time ago to kind of get away. Pop Warner, say what you want. I think there was a value in doing a grade-based or age-based as opposed to, the weights, and now it's kind of changed, But I mean, how many guys on in this team have played youth football?
I think that there maybe is 10 kids that joined freshman year. I think that I know our group of guys, we got, I can't remember not playing against or with some of these kids that I'm playing with right now. Like, there's maybe like 3 kids that joined, and we love them. They've been working hard since freshman year, but there's so many kids that I can't even remember not playing football with them.
Yeah, which is an advantage too, because you're teaching technique so many times. If a kid's coming in late, there's just footballisms that you learn a little bit earlier if you're playing some youth ball. Hey, I want to also congratulate you for, was that this month you were the MIAA Student Athlete of the Month?
It was September.
Oh, it was September,
yeah.
okay.
Nice,
well, congratulations, man. That's great. And how does that work? Were you nominated by anybody, or how does that work?
Yeah, I was nominated by our athletic director, Ron Druin. I can't thank him enough. He's always been there for me. He's always been there for his student athletes. And yeah, I was nominated, and then I was selected amongst, I think, the majority of the MIA athletic directors, and then I was chosen for September. So it's pretty awesome. That's
great, man. And I know that you're, football is a sport that you do, and you do it well, and you guys all. But I see so many guys in Tewksbury that are multi-sport guys, wrestling and lacrosse.
Yeah.
Wow, 3 sports.
Which is a lost art.
Yeah. And Ethan, are you a wrestler as well, or do you play any other sports?
I was gonna wrestle last year, but I ended up tearing my MCL at the end of the season, so I couldn't get into that.
Yeah, that kind of answered that, unfortunately, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, do you have a lot of guys on the squad that are multi-sport athletes?
I think that almost every guy wants to get in another season. I mean, we're coming off of a football season, and kids get hype. Either they're longtime wrestlers, or they're saying, "I just want to go out there with my brothers another season."
Keep it, run it back on a different sport or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think Tewksbury tough. All right. When you hear that, when you hear that, and listen, I think it means something. But let me ask you what Tewksbury tough means to each one of you.
Tewksbury tough means, I mean, it's just in our blood. It's just been since youth football up until now. It's just kind of fighting for the guys next to you and fighting for the guys that played before you. I mean, it's just, if it's hurting or you're tired or whatever, just you got to remember that it's not about you. It's about us. That's what Tewksbury tough means to me.
Yeah. How about you, Ethan?
Yeah, I think it's always about like playing for the team. Like, there's a difference between like an injury and you being hurt. So obviously you don't want to play through an injury if you break a bone, but if you're hurting and you can play through it, like, you got to play through it. I think it's also a mental thing too. Like, if you're mentally knocked down, like, just be tough, like, stay in the game and work through it. I think a good example of that is last week in practice, one of our captains, Meko Olu, he snapped his finger in practice. It was like facing the other way, but even in practice,
that's
like,
not fun.
Head coach, BA, popped right back in, got back in next play.
Yeah, next play, shoot pass, caught it, ran it right up the field.
Yep.
Tape that bad boy. We're good to go.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Yeah, there you go. Mentally tough, physically tough. No, I mean, it's something. Jason, you want to add anything as a former hockey state champion at Tewksbury? Anything you want to add about that term, Tewksbury tough?
Yeah, no, like the guys were saying, I think it all just boils back to tradition, and it's not even the guys that came before you. I think it's like the next generation too. Like, I remember playing at the Garden, and you just see all the kids in the jerseys and the stands.
Yeah, that must have been something, man, playing in front of your town and at the TD Garden.
Yeah, and that's part of it too. Like, you see, at the football games, even like the whole town comes out to these things.
The kids wearing their jerseys, the youth program wearing their jerseys on Friday nights. That was you guys, right? And was there ever a doubt in your mind that you were going to play for somebody else?
No, not at all. I was going down to Doucette Stadium wearing my youth jersey, getting in free, and cheering on the team. That's all it was.
Yeah. No, it's special, and I mean, obviously, towns on Friday nights, they pull up, and Tewksbury definitely does. You mentioned Tewksbury tough on that physical. Right now, guys, 7-0. I mean, obviously the job's not done. I mean, was the goal set in? Because it's funny, because I remember reading that Lowell Sun piece, and Coach Aylward kind of says, hey, we're going to try to be competitive, and with our, because we're the smallest school in the MVC, which I did not know that. I didn't know you were the smallest, but you guys continue to do it with being, how many kids are on the team right now? How many guys total on the squad?
I want to say it's around 50.
50 kids on the squad?
I'm not exactly sure.
Close to 50, yeah. But I mean, that's a situation in your graduating classes. What about?
I believe it's about like 190.
You know what? I mean, when you can compare that to a Lowell High.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a big difference, and you go out there and you get it done. But did you kind of have that conversation like at the beginning of the season? Like, hey, playoffs, championships, is that kind of the goal every year? What was the goal this year? I mean,
the goal is always to get to Gillette. That's always the goal. But I think the most important game every week is the game right in front of us. So, like BA says, like, this week's our Super Bowl. So right now, Andover's our Super Bowl. So we're focusing on the game in front of us every week. But yeah, beginning of the season, like, our ultimate goal is going to be playing in the Super Bowl at Gillette Stadium.
Yeah. And obviously, you can control a lot by having a great record, getting that top seed in the division. I mean, you guys looking at film already with Andover? What does Andover pose in terms of what you guys are looking to do? Have you watched them yet?
Yeah, they're a tough team. Every Saturday we got Coach Kasperzak, a linebacker, running back coach. He goes on there. He posts the film from last night's game, and then immediately he posts that as the second he gets it. He posts that next week's film. And Andover, I mean, they're tough guys. They got some big guys. They run a great offense, great defense. They got some really speedy guys. But it's just what we do every single week. We go out there at practice, we run their offense, we run our offense, and we just make sure that we're prepared for what we need to do.
Yep. Anything you want to add, Ethan?
I think he covered most of it. I mean, Coach Kaz does a great job getting us prepared every week. I mean, right after the game's over Friday night, he has the film posted for the next week, so it's always about moving on to that next game.
Yeah. Mookie, you want to add anything, man? You've been quite quiet over there. You're just kind of laying in the cut.
No, you guys have put yourselves in a good position for the postseason. With the tough schedule and the winning streak, and your division is a tough division, right? But how were you guys planning just to close out the season in the proper way? Because it's a long season, and and you guys want to close out strong to get that momentum going into the playoffs, right? But how is it the challenges of the Merrimack Valley prepared you guys for these type of moments? You know, you guys have talked about the Lowell game. Now you got another tough opponent. There was the Methuen game too. That was a much hyped up game that you guys came in and did what you needed to do, right? So how's the challenges of the Merrimack Valley preparing you guys?
Yeah, the MVC is always a grind. I mean, you got Andover, you got Methuen. They're always high up there in the higher divisions. I mean, we're facing teams that are in like the top 10 of their divisions, and we're going out there with less guys in a lower division, and it's just getting through the season and getting through each week. I mean, we got a chance to beat the teams that we have on our record, beat all the MVC teams we have on our record next week when we're beating Andover, and it's a tough division. It's some tough teams, but it's just kind of going with the flow and just keep it going with our eyes on ultimately Gillette. So.
Yeah. I wanted to, without mentioning him more, is Brian Aylward, Coach Aylward, as you call Coach BA. What does it mean to be coached by someone who has been in the program, played in the program, had success at high school, Brown, wrestling coach, when you think of what Tewksbury, I think of him, and I think of everything he does on and off the field. What's it mean to play for a guy like that who was in your shoes?
I think honestly, it's such a great honor just being able to be coached by someone of that legacy. Like, his name is always tossed around in all towns around here. Everybody knows him. So I think it's just a great honor to be able to play for him and just be able to experience like what he's teaching us and how he coaches us. It's great.
Yeah. Anything you want to add, Cam?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's different. I think you got a lot of coaches that they may have played football or they may know a lot about football, but with Coach Aylward, it's kind of different because he's been in our shoes. He tells us before every single game that the majority of our coaches they wore these jerseys that you're wearing. They fought on this field for their brothers, and it's just it makes you feel closer. It makes you feel like, all right, this guy knows what we're feeling, and I want to play for him. He not only does he have success, but he's had success in the position that I'm in right now. So
yeah,
you guys, you guys talked about when you guys were young, going to the games for free and stuff. What the opening of that new stadium? How old you guys were you?
Oh wow!
How old were you guys?
About 3 years, 4 years old now. How long?
I think it was around COVID time when they were building that. When we were like second through like sixth grade, I want to say, we would always go to that old stadium, and there's always like this field behind the bleachers. So at halftime, we'd always run a tackle football game behind the bleachers.
So that's what you would actually be playing tackle on on basically what is now the new stadium.
Oh yeah. Like all of us, like we've always been the same friend group. We've always grew up playing with each other. So even if it's not actual football, like we're just going out there, just playing for fun, tackle football, like no pads or anything, just going out there having a great time.
There you go, man.
When that stadium opened, how much more were you guys eager to get to high school and get on that field?
Did you see the Bull? Did you see the local country station, the Bull? I forget the DJ, but he actually did that reel. Yeah. I mean, you guys. I mean, I remember going because I worked in the fundraising world too, and I remember going up to the old field house, and even that was impressive. But obviously the stadium and things around it, the day games. I mean, I was there when they only played day games. You know what I mean? Which I always thought was an advantage. Shout out to my guy Taz, who's also the host of the Rock and Reels here. He goes 86 Tewksbury, Chelmsford guy. He goes Vecchi, Aylward, French. He goes they were the MVC champions back then. But and that's him. He's like Tewksbury. Can you debate, please, proper pronunciation? Yeah, but I mean that field, like you said, I mean that what they did over there. You guys got the field house. I mean, again, I shared that reel on the All In Huddle because what you guys have now is you have a place where you can really hang out, actually, right? I mean, you can go in there and before practice, like if you have a half hour, if you have a little bit of time, right, get over there, and then you can just get some things done. And I mean, talk about a place to watch film. What's it mean to have a place like that, all on the same site? Yeah,
it was bittersweet because I mean, we grew up watching Doucette Field. We grew up watching all of our guys play on those muddy Saturdays, out in Saturdays at like 1 p.m. and So I mean, it was kind of stunk to not be able to play on that field. But I mean, to get such a blessing like the Doucette Stadium that we have. I mean, we have an amazing weight room. We have an amazing treatment. We have our athletic trainer Chris Mahana. He's always getting us right in the treatment room.
Yeah. Hey, let's shout out some of those guys. Let's shout out Chris. Maybe shout out a couple of those other coaches and people that get it done for you.
Yeah. So Chris Mahana is always helping us out. He's awesome. But we go up there for treatment. It's just amazing because I think it brings us more together. We all have a place to go, like you said, before practice or after practice and all this stuff. So it's just kind of brings us together. We're all getting in one space and we're kind of being a team where we need to be. So
yeah, absolutely.
Any other guys that we should watch out for? I know you guys. The season's still going, but
let's shout
when
out
you
those
guys
guys.
Graduate, but who are the up and coming guys on this team that may be playing JV right now that are probably going to be big impact players on varsity next year?
I got a guy that's making a huge impact right now, and that's QB Will Harrison. He's only a sophomore, had a hell of a freshman year, but right now he's leading us like crazy. I've never seen a leader, such a leader as an underclassman, but he's the starting QB right now, and I don't think he has a ceiling, to be honest. But watch out for Will Harrison.
Yeah, he's going to be unbelievable for us. And another guy's Rylan Suzor. He's not like a JV guy or anything. He starts for us. He's our center.
Yeah.
So that's center QB connection, both sophomores. So they'll be here for a little bit.
Yeah.
That erases a lot of problems.
He follows the huddle. Shout out to him, man, and good sized dude too. He's got some upside there. So I mean, obviously, we just mentioned like the goal. The goal is the goal every year. We talk about Andover, and then do you guys end the season? Who do you end the season with? The regular season.
Andover.
Andover. Yeah, it's already here. It goes by quick, huh? What can you tell these seniors, these underclassmen? How quick does the senior year go by?
It's insane. I mean, I still remember conditioning in the summer and being like, oh, this is terrible. Oh, I can't wait till we get into the cold and we're playing real playoff football. And then I'm looking back and I'm going, hey, this is it. Even Coach Cass said before our game, like we can count the number of games that we have left on one hand, and it's just telling the underclassmen just to savor every moment. I don't care if you're on scout team or it's a cold practice or you're conditioning. Like you're gonna look back on and you're gonna go, man, like I was out there with the guys that I love and I was fighting for them. So
yeah, I think it's hitting hard this season. Like before the season started, summer, even last year in the spring, like all you're doing is just waiting for football season to start. Like you're so excited, and I never wanted this to come sooner, and now it's just like where the time goes. Like I would do anything to have that time back.
Yeah. It's amazing, man. And as a parent, you know, your mom and dad and your parent and the people that are watching you right now, they're saying the same thing. Can't believe how quick it goes.
A little history, Joe. So Tewksbury, I think it was like 2018. They and Lynn English got together. I think it was like quarterfinals game in the state tournament in football.
Oh yeah,
I was there. It was a pretty good game. Tewksbury ended up winning. I think they made a deep run in the postseason that year. Either 2018 or 2019. Those years.
That was the 2018 team.
Yeah. The game ended on like an interception or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, I was at that one. Pretty fun game to watch.
Yeah, hey, man, I'll tell you what, nothing like it. And I love the fact they do the state championship games at Gillette. We had our state championship at Chelmsford. We played at Old Foxborough at 9 a.m. It was like playing on concrete, the old turf. You might as well go outside and play on the concrete.
I remember one at BU when they used to play at BU.
Same thing.
Yeah,
same thing, man.
Was concrete.
It was concrete.
Yeah.
But guys, this was so great having you in, man. We want to. I know you got to get delivering some pizzas. Shout out to WCP, Wicked Cheesy Pizza, Slice House, and Wicked Wings. We got some special things coming up with them soon too. So might even hope to have Alex up here in a little while. He might not Alex, Andrew. He might be coming up here talking about some other things over at Slice House. But hey, anything you guys want to add? You got to say hi to mom and dad. You got to give them some love, right?
Yeah. What's up, mom? What's up, dad? What's up, Tewksbury football? Thank you, Coach Edward. Thank you, Cass. Thank you, the coaching staff. It was great being on here. I love you guys. Doing great things.
I appreciate you guys, and hey, good luck the rest of the way. Okay.
And plug your social media.
Yeah. Where can people find you? Yeah, absolutely. Where can people find you?
On Instagram, it's just my name, Cam Guendner, Guendner. So that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm Ethan Martins 07 on Instagram.
On Instagram, yeah. Twitter, you guys looking at schools? Any of the coaches that want to get some film and see what you're doing? What are you doing? I know you're a lacrosse. Lacrosse is pretty good. You're pretty good at that sport too. What are you doing? What do you guys got plans? Do you know where you're going yet? What's going on next year?
Yeah, I don't know yet. I'm definitely going to college. I don't know about for lacrosse yet, but we'll see. I'm talking to some coaches and all that, but
Great.
We'll see. It's
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I don't really know what I want to do. I know for sure I'm definitely going to college, but I don't know. Still undecided.
There you go, man. Well, hey, we'll take it, enjoy, and give yourself time. But definitely dive in. Go to the school and look at those colleges because that's what you need to do.
Yep.
But hey, guys, this was great. Hey, I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna put a track on by this is a guy Policy. We have a hip hop show on Tuesday nights here from 9 to 11 called Valley Vibes. This is Policy, and this song is kind of apropos to Tewksbury. It's called In the Trenches, featuring Mickey Fax. Let's go. I hope you had enough coffee if you're still tired. But are you tired of listening to all this great conversation and hosts like Joey B and Mook and Jason Cooke on Wave Radio Boston on a tiny phone speaker? Well, listen, people, fret no more because our streaming partner, Live 365, we partner with Apple TV, Roku, Samsung, Fire, and Android to allow a full stereo listening experience. So what you got to do is you got to go to the App Store of your TV, your TV, like Roku's App Store. You search for Live 365 and you download it. And now once you have that, right, you just search for Wave Radio, then one word, and that's one word, Wave Radio, and then Boston, and then you lock it in and you listen to us in full stereo and all the music. We just played one from my guy Fee the Evolutionist and Rex called Gifted, and before that my man Policy in Valley Vibes, he has a track here called In the Trenches. And yo, man, those guys talk about being in the trenches. Tewksbury, they get it done in the trenches, man. And I am excited because Jason Cooke from Valley Sports Daily is with us, and we're gonna have some more. We're gonna have a conversation with him. Yeah, great, man. And we were just talking about how great Cam and Ethan were, well-spoken young men as well. So that was great. But hey, Jason, thanks again for joining us today. And I want people to kind of get to know you a little bit about your story. Obviously, hockey, you and your brother.
Yeah.
Shout out your broski.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's he doing? He was a Syracuse grad, right? Did he go to Syracuse? Oh, no, I know your dad went to Syracuse.
Yeah, my dad went to Syracuse. My brother's actually at UMass Lowell with me right now.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah.
And what's his first name again?
Matthew.
Hey. Yeah. So, hey, why don't you talk a little bit about you, we were talking before, shout out to Dave and Andrea.
Yeah.
I've known them a long time, and it's really cool to meet. And I think we have some people listening down in Florida today as well. So
nice.
That's what's great about Wave Radio Boston. You can listen to us wherever you are. But hey, why don't you tell some folks a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, so I was just like Cam and Ethan, just at Tewksbury, playing sports, love sports. And I really got interested more in the writing side kind of in high school. I want to shout out Cam too. He so when I was in high school at Tewksbury, we had the Tewksbury Tribune. It was kind of like our version of the student newspaper. For whatever reason, I think that kind of went away. I don't know, probably COVID probably had something to do with it. But Cam actually brought it back this year, and he's been doing an awesome job with it.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. He's promoting it really well on social media. So I think it's just Tewksbury Tribune on Instagram if you guys want to go check that out.
So they'll be doing like stories within the school and, sports as well.
Yeah, they highlight, I think I was looking last week, they highlighted a couple of teachers. I think they did a feature on a couple of the cross-country kids. So it's really cool. And I think it really gets kids interested in journalism. And I think that's so important coming out of high school.
Yeah.
But I actually took a gap year out of high school. I was interested in playing college hockey. And to do that,
You jumped in the junior world.
jumped into the junior world.
We actually talked
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
We
Oh, really?
literally talked about that because
Yeah.
we talk about how different, like, when you talk about sports, right, and you talk about like how different like certain sports are to the other. Like
Right.
to play college, you almost have to go to school and then jump in juniors for a year or 2 or 3, and in age, and right, because a lot of those guys are starting school at 21, right?
Yeah. And even like I know, like if you look at like the UMass Lowell team down the street, I mean, yeah, their freshmen are 20, 21, but even like D3.
It's gone down there as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like my age out year, I think would have been last year. So I could have been a freshman like this year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, hockey different.
it is. It's very much so,
Yeah.
to the point where even those guys that are playing in the NEPSAC world, they're going to go on either to play some juniors, or go up to Canada, right?
Right.
And play in those. But so you did that.
Yeah, I did that, and that was almost like that's where I really kind of discovered my passion for writing. Because as I was playing, obviously I wasn't in school, so I had a lot of extra time in my hands, and that's when I started working with Jamie Pote at the Tewksbury.
Shout out to Jamie.
Yeah, shout out to Jamie. He's awesome.
Jamie's the best.
Yeah, he's awesome, and I honestly like he kind of got me into this and gave me a shot, so I owe everything to him. But I just got started, writing for the Tewksbury Wilmington Town Crier. Covered all the Tewksbury Wilmington local sports. Made some great connections in the Wilmington side. I didn't really know. It was kind of funny, like your rivals with Wilmington growing up. But then you realize that like they're awesome guys over there in Wilmington, which was funny, but it was awesome. And I started with the Lowell Sun too. Barry Scanlon at the Lowell Sun.
Oh yeah, we're blessed. I mean, we have so many great writers around, and and not only that, but they're just good people too.
Oh yeah,
you know what
awesome,
I mean? They're
awesome
just good people.
Yeah.
But I want to really get into like this whole Valley Sports Daily, because I think that it's what you guys are doing, and we talked off air about it. Hawk Mock League has it, but I was really compelled when I learned about this, and that's why I was trying to get you on a little bit, but we finally got the communications going. But talk about like how this started and how really what the goal is of Valley Sports Daily. Yeah.
So the guys at the Hockomock League, they have a site. It's called hockomocksports.com. Brian Lanigan and Josh Perry, they do an awesome job. I mean, it's actually, I think Ryan was covering like 3 soccer games yesterday. Like their coverage it's second to none, and they were just looking to expand it, and they picked a great league in the NBC. I mean, just talking with Cam and Ethan, the NBC is certainly one of the best, most competitive leagues, I think, up in this North Shore area in Massachusetts. They picked a great league. They approached me to be someone to kind of be like the linchpin of that project and start it out. Yeah. So it's been great so far, but basically, for those that don't know, we're really new. We launched first couple of weeks of August, I want to say, and really we just want to be like a hub for the NBC, whether that's schedules. We haven't really got to the stats yet, but I think in the winter we're going to try to roll out kind of like a league-wide stats so everyone can see leaders and stuff like that.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, we cover everything. I think obviously we're big into like the football. We're always covering Friday night football games. But I think really what we pride ourselves in is covering the Tuesday night soccer game between Dracut and Haverhill, or the Wednesday night volleyball game between Chelmsford and Andover. Just really covering everything, because obviously I know football gets a lot of the press, and rightfully so. It's a popular sport, and it's so good up here in the NBC. But there's so many great athletes who have awesome stories in all sports in the NBC. And I think getting to cover everything under one umbrella is something that we're really excited about. So it's been great so far in the fall. I'm really excited to kind of shift gears to the winter. Obviously, I'm a little biased towards hockey.
Yeah, hockey's going to be good. Yeah, and then basketball, and then wrestling. I mean, and that's the thing about it. And I love the fact that you guys are kind of focusing in on that, and that's why I think it's great that you're on with us. And you always have a place here. Come on in and tell some stories, and hopefully we can help each other. And I want to let my listeners know more about Valley Sports Daily as well.
Right. What is like some of like the obstacles you kind of have to overcome starting, because you're kind of 2 months into it, right?
Yeah.
What are some of the obstacles that you faced that you you've overcame already early on in this venture?
Yeah, so and obviously it's not easy. I think the social media part is really challenging. Just starting a fresh social media, and like no one really knows who you are.
Right.
But I think it's about just getting out to as many things as you can, meeting as many coaches as you can, meeting all the athletic directors, all the kids, and just kind of hope that word starts to travel. I think that's something that was obviously a challenge when starting something new, but just trying to get yourself out there, let everyone know what our goal is really just to promote the kids.
Right.
So we're starting to build that a little bit. I think just getting people to know who we are is the hardest
Families,
part.
yeah, and also too, your stories are more in depth, on these sports that may not get the same coverage as like the Lowell Sun. Lowell Sun only has so much room. Some of these local town papers, obviously, they do a good job, but you're offering so many, and you're offering great pictures too. Who's doing the photos for you?
So I'm actually doing the photos.
Oh, you're doing a little bit of everything.
Yeah, they. I had no photo experience before, but the guys, Ryan, did an awesome job of getting me a camera and teaching me the basics of like editing and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm still getting used to that. But yeah, that's another fun thing that we're doing for sure.
That's great. No, it's
multimedia journalism right there.
There you go, man. And and we might have to have like a Valley Sports Daily sex segment or something. Maybe we can try to do once in a while.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
So how do people? I think the most important thing is how do people learn more? Check you out, and do you have any things going on that they can jump in and try it out? You know what I mean, and see all the content on there.
Yeah, so we're valleysportsdaily.com. You can also find us on Instagram and X at The Valley Daily. We are a subscription-based site. I believe we're still running a sale, like a early bird special sale, so you can check that out. But yeah, we do weekly player polls every Sunday for Player of the Week, so people can nominate Players of the Week, and we do that across all sports. So all the fall sports, we take nominations. That's a really cool way that people can participate. And every week we do a boys and girls Player of the Week, which is awesome.
Great.
Yeah. But yeah, valleysportsdaily.com. We just covered. I was at the NBC swim meet yesterday and the NBC cross country meet yesterday, and there are some great stories coming out of there. The Vivian Malson from Andover, she broke 2 meet records.
Oh, wow.
She's swimming at Wisconsin, so she's a pretty legit swimmer.
Yeah.
And then at Lowell yesterday too, they won the league meet after losing it last year. I think they broke like a 14-year winning streak last year, so now they're kind of back on it.
Yeah, and you got to shout out Coach Harriet in Chelmsford.
Yes, she's awesome. Yeah,
she is.
Yeah.
She's an awesome person too.
Yeah, she just got her 300th win, which is really cool.
Yeah. Shout out, Coach. She's as great as a coach she is. She's an awesome person.
She's awesome.
Too. Yeah. Go ahead, Matt. Mook, what were you gonna say?
So in covering all these multiple sports, right?
Yeah.
What's kind of the top performance that you've seen so far in any sport, in
That's
any
a
of
good
the
question.
fall sports?
Like a single-handed, like Shohei Ohtani-esque.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Although I don't know if everybody will ever do that, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a great question. You see a lot of it. I think one name that comes to mind is Chelmsford girls volleyball, Kyra Ward.
Oh, she's amazing.
She can kind of take over a game.
Incredible.
And that team is, I think they're 19-0.
Yeah, I saw her as a sophomore. She played with my niece.
Yeah.
And she stood out then.
Yeah. She hits the ball really hard. Yeah. So that's definitely one. I think in football, there's been a couple guys. I think obviously Central Catholic, I think Caden Smith, he's so dynamic. He can do it on his legs. He can do it in the air. I think that game versus Avarian a couple of weeks back, I don't know if that was, you want to say that was kind of like his coming out party a little bit, but I think he was really good that game and kind of took that over for Central. But you see so many good performances every week from kids, and it's so awesome to be able to kind of tell their story.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I love about it, man. And you're creating content and coverage on sports that aren't getting the necessary spotlight. And that's what we obviously know what we know here, and we talk a lot about football, and we'll talk basketball, and we'll talk certain sports. I love lacrosse and what baseball's doing, but that's maybe not my sport per se. But love to bring you in when it makes sense, and talk highlight certain athletes, and even maybe we can have them call in too. But again, I want to make sure people know where to find you, because I'm going to get into some music, and we got some guests calling in. But where can people go to learn more about Valley Sports Daily, and where can they find you?
So you can go to the Valley, it's valleysportsdaily.com, or on Instagram, all of our socials, _Valley Daily. And you can find me on Twitter, Jason Cooke. I think my Twitter is Cooke Journalism, which was actually a shout out to the Tewksbury Tribune with Cam Guendner and Mr. Burgoyne at Tewksbury High School. So shout out to him. I made that Twitter in his class. Part of the class was like making a Twitter and learning how to share news.
Learning how to share news,
And it was...
That's great, man.
Yeah.
It's, again, like I reiterate, the Tewksbury, it's not a big school, but the success that comes out of there and guys doing great things like yourself, it's special. So, hey, listen, man, I appreciate you. You can hang out with us. We're going to get in this. We got some guests calling in, but you can hang out with us, whatever you'd like to do. But I appreciate you coming in, man.
No, likewise. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. But hey, we're going to get into a little music right now. It's Halloween week, right? So, you got Frankenstein. Now we got to get some monsters with a little shine down. You're listening to the All In Sports Huddle, where we talk and we rock. Let's go. Hey, guys, are you interested in having your own show on Wave Radio Boston? Because we want to help make that a reality if you do. So just send an email over to crew at Wave Radio Boston, and we'll help you share the air with our spacious, state-of-the-art downtown Lowell overlooking a bank studio. Join the real radio revolution and say F you to FM on Wave Radio Boston. As I said earlier, I go, and I was telling Jason, where are you going to talk Tewksbury sports and listen to Shinedown? Nowhere else. But hey, we've been having some fun, man. It's been great. And we're actually going to keep it rolling, because we got talk about an individual performance. Mook, let him know.
Man,
this gentleman, Shane Knowlton, Lynn English. We were talking about him. We had head coach Ty McDonald on,
right,
and he was talking about him.
Yeah.
How he was getting there.
Yeah.
What happened in Everett?
He had one of the performances of the season, one of the best performances of any Lynn English player in football history. Only one I could think of is Brandon Guy, who had like 500 yards rushing against Swampscott back in the early 2000s. But 328 yards, 6 touchdowns, pulled off the big road win. The Bulldogs won 5 in a row. Shane Knowlton, he's been playing every bit of how you want a senior to play in his last year of high school.
All right, so we want to make sure we shout these guys out that do these individual performances.
Right.
So let's bring him in, shall we? Without further ado, let's bring our guy Shane Knowlton from Lynn English. Let me fade this beat out here from BG. Shane, welcome to the show. Can you hear us?
I can.
You sound great, man. You sound great. Hey, welcome to the show. Welcome to the All In Sports Huddle, where we talk, man, and we're talking about you, man. You had an individual performance. Hey, people want to know, what did you eat for breakfast?
Had a plate of grapes.
A plate of grapes and a bunch of water. Hydration. Hydration is key, my friend. Really? Okay, that was a late game though. What time was kickoff?
1 p.m.
Okay,
1:30.
okay. So it wasn't too late.
It was like 1:45 because they had the ceremony for dibs and all that.
Yeah.
Late kickoff.
And that was a special day for them.
It was.
And Shane played spoiler.
Ruined the homecoming.
Yeah, I mean that's the other thing. Put it on them over there in a field that has had a lot of history. Hey man, welcome to the show again. You know, I got Mook here. I got Jason Cooke of Valley Sports Daily. He's following football all around here in Merrimack Valley and beyond. But hey, congratulations on the win, man. What's it been like over there this year? You're in a role of leadership, and how has Coach Ty McDonald helped you get to where you are right now? Why don't we talk a little bit about that and the relationship you guys have?
I mean, from going back to last year when Coach Manfred got the job, he just came in with a sense of wanting to accomplish a lot, and he had the full support of his coaching staff, which led to the team buying in. And you know, after the success we had last year, it led into this year. You know, even though we lost a lot, we gained a good amount too. And
I have the mic off.
you know, we still had a lot of confidence.
I have the mic off, but I'll bring it back on when he's talking. You can.
Dub Beauregard, you know, helping us in our personal lives on the football field, just making sure that we're always good.
We have a church here. The music comes. That's why I shut the mic off so I can hear.
Every night we do it all and completely buy into what they're trying to establish here in English.
A lot, as you said, a lot of turnovers from last season, and you have a lot of underclassmen that are on the field this year. I mean, you guys have 5 freshmen starting on defense. You got 2 sophomores starting on defense. You had a freshman go down, and another one had to come in late in the game yesterday, right? But what's it been like stringing all those guys along and helping them understand the game? And did you see that the game was started to slow down for them?
I think just as the season's gone on, the game's starting to slow down. We're starting to adapt to the different things that come at the high school level. I think a lot of it too is because the team's comfortable, and you know, we tell them every week that they're on the field for a reason. You know, no matter how young or small they are, they're on there because they can play with anybody. And I think it's just overall their confidence is growing, and you know, the more success we've had, it's also helped make them just want to play the best they can. And so I'm just really proud of them, and you know, they're buying in too. I mean, a lot of young guys can just come in here and you know, be used to how it was during the youth football league and think that they can act like that here. But I mean, they've taken the hard coaching, and they've just been able to contribute to the winning that we've had.
That's great, Shane. Hey, I wanted to, shout out those guys because I know it takes more than just, I know Ty McDonald, but why don't we shout out some of those coaches that have helped you this year get to where you guys are right now? Why don't we, I know we got Coach Griffin. Who else we got on that staff?
We got Coach Griffin, OC, and that you know, all of us in our success. We have the lineman coach, Coach Shears, who, you know, he does a lot of this. He helps open up a lot of plays. Individually, I work with Coach JB on, you know, my QB work on my footwork, my timing, my accuracy, and just overall, he helps me keep my head clear during game days. And you know, I have KD who also works on me with just overall mentally preparing, and I had Coach Jock since freshman year, just in my ear helping me on the left of the game, you know, pushing me during practice, and you know, want to be better each and every week. And then obviously we have our DC Coach Ford, who's come in this year as well, and you know, put a lot of us in the right spots to make the league. And then we have one of our assistants, Coach Vinny, who just you know, brings some energy to practice and keeps guys uplifted and wanting to be there. Hope I'm not forgetting anything.
That's all right. They won't. If you don't remember everybody. No, I just wanted you to get a shout out because obviously those guys. You know, we can talk about Coach. Obviously, what Coach Ty has done over there is incredible. But you know, you guys, it takes more than just, you know, it's a staff and it's leadership and a coach. And again, man, shout out to you for you know, because leaders lead. You know, on and off the field. And I've been hearing nothing but great things about you. Mook's told me, and you know, that's a good win against a good Everett. You know, Everett's got a history. I mean, they're not the same Everett they were, you know, 5-10 years ago, but you know, it's still a tough place to play, and there's a lot of pride over there. And you know, what was it like, man, yesterday? Did you feel something different, like going into that game, or when was it the point where you're like, okay, I feel like I'm on one?
that morning, the whole environment felt like a college team. They had the 2-day event they held down there, up early, coming to school, having a team breakfast, having some game plans, get ready, and just being on the field at 1 o'clock on the Saturday afternoon. It was a new experience for all of us. I know none of us on my team have ever played on a Saturday game, especially in Anthony, so it's an adjustment definitely.
Right.
And then once you get there and you see the crowd, you know all the events happening, it's like you really start to lock in how big of a game this is, and it gave you a little bit of a college feel as to what's coming in the future. You know, it's super exciting and on there, but you know, for me, it was definitely a slow start, but you know, once we started picking up the yardage and not starting being able to get CFL and started to feel a little more comfortable and just get out of my own head with the few mistakes that happened in the beginning, I knew this was a game that, you know, I was ready to take over the shot.
Yeah, go ahead, Mook.
You know, your first 2 years were interesting to say the least, right? You've seen this program at its lowest. There was a lot of changes happening. You know, when you entered high school, there was a lot of changes happening in the program. Then still some changes. But how were you able just to not let all that affect you or give you a decision to leave the school? Because sometimes when all the things that's going on, some kids will transfer somewhere else.
It's easy right now, man. That's where they see a lot of places. You see guys, when it's not working out, let's just go. But you know, that's not always the best decision.
Right. You were able to just stick it out, and now these last 2. I mean, last year you had a great year as a receiver. Now you get moved to quarterback this year. You're having a great year too. Just how were you able to overcome those early adversity your first 2 years?
Family has been connected to English for years, so I was just kind of excited my freshman year coming in to play football for this program because, you know, I watched a lot of guys play and I just had, you know, pride and wanted to.
We got well-spoken people on today. Like, these dudes are like well beyond where I was. I'm like,
yeah, it's very roster. I think just sometimes they go our way. And, you know, I did question it sophomore year just how much I was really leaning on the game, but, you know, I just thought as long as I'm having fun and overall experience, you know, the guys that I'm playing with, I know are giving me their all. It's hard to quit on something like that. And, you know, I did have some other visits with schools, but, you know, Coach Mack came in and, you know, he started talking and it got me a little excited. I could see the little guy was trying to get lit up with just, you know, big dreams going into the next year. And, you know, I just wanted to be a part of that. And I've had nothing but, you know, fun these last 2 years, just kind of building back up the program and making it seem like a respectful team that, you know, you can't really sleep on anymore like they used to.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, doing it and kind of creating a legacy. I mean, I've seen even my own son. You know, they had some down years, and it's special when you know that you can leave on something. And I know you guys are looking to get back in the playoffs. Where do you guys sit right now? Do you know, Mook, where are they sitting right now?
The last time I saw them, they were 18 in Division III, which is one of the toughest divisions.
Yeah, and and obviously, you know, it's all you can do is play the games that are in front of you. So there needs to be a little work needs to happen to make it happen. Yeah,
we'll see Tuesday when the newest rankings come out. They might move. They might have a chance to move.
Yeah. So who do you guys got this week?
Somerville.
Okay. All right. Where's that game, Mook?
In Somerville.
That game is at Dilboy. Yeah. On Halloween.
Yeah. Also, you got to give a shout out to, I know you talk about a lot of you guys, but Xavier Beauchamp as well. I mean, he's been having himself a really good season. He's had over 100 yards. I think in this 5-game winning streak, he's had over 100 yards at each game, right? Now, what's he been to you, and how much does he deter the defense into helping those receivers get some looks in the passing game because of the way he runs the ball and how he opens things up, and the way both of you guys run the ball, I should say.
It definitely makes my job way.
Hey, we gotta wrap it.
Just having another guy next to me that is equally dangerous and that teams can't just load up the box for him or for me, but they gotta be aware of both. And it makes my job completely easier, especially in moments when, you know, I don't got it going, especially in the first half of the game. He's able to just get going and get it to Torres. You know, he just contributed a lot. And, you know, he's been hurt, he's been banged up, but he's just a dog each and every week. He just comes out and he's literally the mentality of what it means to be a Bulldog. He just has this pride for it. He doesn't back down. Like, he just wants to go out and just, whoever in front of us, just put up numbers and just dominate. So, once teams start to load up and want to team, next night opens up the passing game for our receivers, who I got to shout out. They have a lot of patience with their offense. I mean, sometimes it's tough being a receiver not throwing the ball a lot, and especially more last year, passed a lot, going to this year, working. It can be frustrating. Guys might not buy into it, and guys would want to take things off, sit down with dudes like Jason Knowlton and Greg Ray and Mukala Kabong, those young guys getting no man, just going out there and giving it their all. And, once we do start passing, it's definitely on big third down, fourth down, them showing up in the big moments. That means a lot. That helps our offense just to be definitely a formidable opponent and trying to put up.
Hey Shane, this is Joe B here, man. I want to first of all thank you for coming on and talking a little bit about what you got. But I want to let you. This is kind of a recruiting. I know you're looking to play at the next level. Let me ask, and you should be because you're balling out. But I want you to tell me right now, if I'm a coach, what are they gonna get if in a Shane Knowlton if they come play at your school?
Any school that gives me an opportunity to play for them, they're first of all going to get loyalty. Wherever I go, all my life I've had nothing but loyalty, and I'm proud to represent whatever team I'm on. They're going to get everything I have, especially no matter what, no matter if I'm tired, hurt, I just can't stand to be out. If I can play, I'm give it my all, and I'm going to adapt. So I don't care where I got to play, as long as you tell me the team I'm going to play whatever. That's what positions I got to sit out sometimes. Let another guy play if I gotta, do a new role that I've never done before, but it's gonna make us play better. That's what they're gonna get, and I'm gonna be a guy that's not gonna create issues. I'm gonna try to learn as much as I can, and I'm gonna ask a lot of questions.
That's why I did this because I'm like, this is good.
I can't be a better player, and I'm never satisfied with anything. No matter what my numbers are, I'm always thinking I can do better. I'm pretty hard on myself, so something I gotta work on. But I just have determination and grit and loyalty.
And you love football, man. That's what I was gonna get. You tell you love football, right? You do. That means a lot, man. And it tests you at the next level. I had Hunter Long on here, former Ram. Now he's doing some work in Jacksonville. There are times at camp, man. Every football player gets questions. Why am I here? But you know what, man? That's all right. And I'll tell you what, man. I'm so impressed by not only your ability on the field, but man, you're a well-spoken dude, man. So
of course, that's my,
is that LE? That's that LE education, right?
That's that Lynn English education.
Yeah.
He also broke 3 fingers yesterday too.
Damn, did you? Oh man, not on the throwing hand, right? Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's not good either, but hey, at least it's not on the throwing hand. Hey, Shane, man, we gotta let you go, man. We got some other guys calling in, and appreciate you jumping in on the huddle, man. Where can people find you on the socials before we let you go?
You find me on Instagram, Shane Knowlton _7. Same thing on IG and Facebook, same thing as well. So I'm all over there. Huddle, my links posted everywhere. So find me there.
All right, man. Well, hey, thank you for tapping in, man. Appreciate you. Good luck against Somerville, okay? All right, man. That's Shane Knowlton, Lynn English. Absolutely, man.
That was one of my students when I taught there.
There you go, man. That's why he's so well spoken.
Yeah, when he came in as a freshman.
There you go, man. Well, hey, you know what? We got some more people calling in. Paulie's Picks is on the way.
Oh man, Paulie's gonna be a
Paulie's Picks is on the way. But you know what? It's Halloween week, so guess what? We gotta get. You know what was scary? We had monsters, but now it's time to play a little Godzilla, a little BOC. Let's go. Yo, Blue Oyster Cult, man. You can't, that song, man. Oh no, there goes Tokyo. Good stuff as we get ready for Halloween. But hey, we got Jason, you hanging out with us?
Yeah,
You rocking with us?
Yeah.
So I want to bring on a young man who was on our show last year, and he's gone through some trials and tribulations this season. He had a fractured hand, but he's a leader, and he just had a great game up in Manchester West. They're vying for a slot in the playoffs up there. So we're not just Mass. We're in New England, because I got my man Mook, who's New England Football Journal.
Yeah.
So this gentleman right here is a college prospect as well, and he had a great game against Stark, due for about 350 plus yards up in Manchester, and he's really helped turn that team around up there. So without further ado, I'm going to bring him on. It's my guy Gio Doria, and Gio, let's bring you on, man. Gio, can you hear us? Hey, Gio, we got a little church ceremony going on. We're getting spiritual a bit in here, amen. But, hey, man, welcome to the show. How you doing today? What's going on?
I'm doing great this morning. How are you guys?
We're doing great. I got Jason Cooke in here. I got Mukala Kabong, and we're just having a good time talking high school football. Hey, congratulations, man. I told a little story. I mean, if you want to just kind of reiterate, you were on our show last year. Really a resurgence up in Manchester West High School with the football program up there, and a lot has to do with the energy and the leadership that you've brought in there. Talk a little bit about, unfortunately the season started a little rough for you with an injury, but let's talk a little bit about how you've been trying to lead off the field, and over the last few weeks you guys are building something. Why don't we just talk a little bit about it and how it's helped you in a way? Have you learned anything from it?
Yeah, for sure, and it's been a crazy experience this year. Battling injuries is definitely an experience, but I gotta show up every day to every practice and just, like you said, be a leader for my guys and make sure that, if they have any questions, they know who to go to, and I can just be on the field with them, and they I'm experiencing it too with them, that when I get back, I was just gonna give it my all.
So why don't we talk about, obviously, the first couple games you were out due to the injury. You guys were able to, you guys have a good, solid team up there. You guys had to kind of change the offense a little bit. But last night, Gio's known to throw the ball around, and Friday night you did, man. Talk about how good it felt to open it up a little bit and get you guys the ball.
Yeah, I have a great staff and team that's surrounding me, so filling that role it's an amazing feeling, and it was senior night, so it was great to just open the offense up and release some new plays that honestly no one's seen yet this year from us, and we're just going to keep it rolling.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about it, man. Obviously, you got a brother and your guy. Why don't we shout out your bro who's been battling with you all year, and I know he's been having a good year as well. But let's talk about what the expectation is moving forward. Okay, a little bit of both.
Yeah, for sure. My brother Jerome, he works his ass off. He works his butt off every day at practice, and he shows up for the team and loves the sport more than anyone. And I can't say enough about my brother. I love playing with him. I love playing with all my teammates, and we show up for each other. And we're so excited for the rest of the season. We got one more game to go to on Halloween against Hanover, and we're taking these days to watch film and be prepared. We're watching film for a lot of the teams in the playoffs right now so that we can be extra prepared for those teams. But we're obviously working as hard as we can and off the field and, in the weight room.
There you go, man. Why don't? Yeah. You want to say anything, Lou?
Yeah. What's going on, man? How was the injury? How did it help you kind of see the game differently? Sometimes when players get injured, they get a different perspective on the game and they see things differently from the sideline. So when they come back from the injury, the game's a little bit easier from just from some of the stuff they've seen on the sideline. Can you talk a little about that? How being hurt early on kind of helped you when you got back on the field?
Yeah, for sure. Taking a lot of mental reps in practice, because I'm showing up to every single practice, and we've taken a lot of mental reps, and reading defenses becomes, it slows down a lot. And, every practice, like, I was running scout practice for weeks, so, reading our starting defense, it helped a lot because our defense has been strong, but coming back onto the field, it slowed down a lot the first time that I came back onto the field, and every time that I step out, after this injury, it helped me understand more.
Yeah. That's great, man. And I want to, talk to you too about, obviously, you guys are playing every game to, for seeding. Right now, like, what is it looking like? Is it looking like, hopefully, if you win out, will you get a home game, or do you know where you might be winding up based on your schedule, your record right now?
Yeah. So right now, it honestly depends on if one of the teams above us, Pelham, Souhegan, Plymouth, or Trinity, if they lose their last game, we might have a home playoff game, but it's not 100% certain.
Gio, what can you tell kids? We talk about this. I had Cam Guendner in from Tewksbury. He's having a great year. They're undefeated. But one thing I want to tell you is obviously the injury probably even added more urgency. But what can you tell these young underclassmen and guys on your team, and just guys that are listening in general? How quick does the senior year go?
Yeah, the senior year, it flies by. As soon as you finish one game, the next game's right around the corner, and you're preparing for it. So you got to make the most of your opportunities and, like, play every single play like it's your last, because you never know when your last opportunity is.
Well, Gio, man, yeah, go ahead, Mook. You want to add anything?
Yeah, what's kind of been like the camaraderie with the team, especially some of your guys that are seniors too. Kind of like their mindset. Each game, because this is the last ride for you guys being together as teammates and stuff like that, right? So how does that make you guys even go out even to play even harder and try to make sure when the playoff comes, you guys are able to extend the season so you could have that next game before it's over?
Yeah, we're all fighting to stay on the field as long as we can. I think our senior class is really strong.
We're gonna end it after this.
Together for a while, and we've added some new pieces and have lost some pieces, but we have a really strong core, and we believe and trust each other, and that brotherhood just keeps us fighting for each other and wants to keep our family strong, and it's that brotherhood that really keeps us going every week.
Well, Gio, man, we're kind of running up to it, man, but I want to thank you for joining us for a little quick conversation, man, and a follow-up to last year when you were in studio. I want to make sure, I know you're in the recruiting trail. I know you had a great visit down at Coast Guard Academy yesterday, but I know you're looking at options for yourself. But people that want to learn more about you, man, where can they find you on your social medias?
And so on Twitter, if you look up Gio Doria, and then on Instagram, if you look up GEE.OHH, any Manchester West football on Instagram, and Coach Proventure, APROVENTURG.
All right, man. Well, hey, Gio, man, it was a pleasure having you on, my guy. You keep doing your thing, and good luck the last regular season game, and good luck in the playoffs, and hopefully we'll follow up and see how you're doing. All right, man?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Coach. We'll stay in touch.
All right, man. That's Gio Doria, Manchester West, young man. Hey, we got, what's coming up next, right? Mook.
Oh, yeah, we got Paulie G's picks coming up. Oh, boy.
Yeah, Paulie's going to be letting us know.
Yeah.
Hey, but before we do that, we're keeping the whole Halloween thing going.
Yeah.
And we got to play some more Alice Cooper. It's Welcome to My Nightmare. It's where we talk and we rock on All In Sports Huddle. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, a little Alice Cooper. Welcome to My Nightmare. Hey, you know what time it is, right? It's time for Paulie's picks, and Paulie's been talking.
Ooh.
Paulie's been talking.
Yes.
Paulie's going to let you know, but did you know that Paulie's picks this week, he was 5-0, and over the last 2 weeks, he's 9-1.
Oh, man.
Parlays could still be a little bit better. No, we haven't really hit a parlay yet. Maybe this week. I don't know. But our guy Paulie G down in Florida, where the temperature's always 80, 85, sunny. He's usually by the pool, but let's bring him in, and we're gonna get the picks. And this is probably gonna be my best week because I'm actually getting the picks as we're on the air. Paulie G, what's going on?
What's up, boys? Hey, man, I'm sorry for not touching you guys today.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, maybe we won't. Maybe not thinking about him will help us, but that's okay, man. Hey,
Luke told me last week I'm running the tape.
Yeah.
Mook said he
I
was
did
running the
say
table.
I did say that. I did say I was running this.
Yeah, you know what, Paulie G, man. It's funny, man. Like, I've been kind of like looking at that Patriots team, and I want to get into them because, like, even looking at that game last week, early in the game, it looked like, hey, man, maybe Tennessee's going to hang around. But I'll tell you what, man. Getting these receivers, Drake May, moving with his legs, feeling more comfortable, stepping up in the pocket. These 7.5 points, again, they're a 7.5 point favorite, but this time they're at home, but I mean, what are you thinking right now? I mean, maybe were we wrong? I mean, I think you might have had them with 7 wins or 6 wins. Are we looking at a team that, yeah, let's talk about this. I mean, this is a game today that I think is a game that, every week I talk trap, but I mean, this Cleveland Browns defense is pretty good.
Yes, they are.
Their offense is terrible.
Yes, it is.
But with that being said, I don't really look at anything Miami does because they're just a train wreck. But I mean, like, what are your thoughts about this game today? And let's talk about Drake May and everything.
Here's the deal. They've been protecting the ball.
Yep.
All right? And all 3 phases of the game, they've been playing well. They're playing solid defense. The defense is getting better goal to goal. And their offense is protecting the ball. It's very awesome right now. Top 10 quarterback, the door probably top 5 in terms of numbers. Accurate. This deep ball is one of the prettiest in the league right now. It's slow to deep ball. Very accurate, very good creation, and protecting the ball. So if the Patriots protecting the ball all year, this probably be 7-0. And I think the good thing is this: they have the best schedule left in terms of against teams with winning records. They have the best schedule in the NFL left. So. Unless there's some unforeseen injuries or,
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, I think the energy, Foxborough's going to be rocking today. Foxborough's going to be rocking today. It's going to be rocking. People are getting lubed up. It's a nice day up here. It's a balmy 55 degrees. You know what I mean? It's perfect. It's perfect football weather. We talk about the same thing all the time, and I think it obviously resonates today, though. Like, I mean, the only way this team Cleveland stays with them is they get turnovers. So I mean, I think that I would just say that if there's anything that Vrabel's saying is, hey, don't turn the ball over, and we're going to win this game because we're going to score. And the only way they're going to score is if we give them points. But 7.5 still, I mean, what are you thinking? Let's get into it. Let's get into some Paulie's picks. Do we want to wait for the Patriots last, and then you can give us the other ones, or what? Because that's the only game I know with the point spread. Because you didn't give them to us today.
let's go go the Patriots last, and we're going to start with this. Here you go. Bears 4-2 at the Ravens. Ravens -6.5. Ravens are 1-5, and they're 4-2 Bears. The Ravens are -6.5. I'll start with the first one. The Ravens are awful. But they may be the first team in the history of the NFL to go 1-5 in the playoff. I'm going to lay the point, and I'm taking the Ravens at home. -6.5.
So you're saying the Ravens are 6.5 point favorites?
At home.
And they're playing a 4-2 Bears team. Man, where's the respect there?
They're playing a 4-2 Bears.
Where's the respect there? Put some respect on my name, Caleb Williams. Put some respect on my name. Wow, you're taking.
Spread went down. This spread, so here's what I'm going to do. This spread went down to 2.5. So let's see the 2.5.
Okay. Yeah, because you know why that happened. Because you know what happened? Terry Rozier got involved. Oh, all right. Oh, damn! He's catching strays.
Playing the 2.5. I'm taking the Ravens at home.
Okay. All right, Mook. Why don't you go ahead, Mook, on this one?
So here's what the Ravens got. Positive.
Oh, sorry, man.
Here's what positive things the Ravens can look at going into this game. Lamar Jackson is back.
No, he's not.
Okay, so
He is not back. Okay, I just want to make sure you knew that. Paulie, you didn't. I know this. No, he's not, Paulie.
they said he was playing today.
I heard he was out yesterday.
Oh,
Do we know, Paulie? Paulie, look up the inactives.
yeah. Please look that up because
All right. Come on, look up the inactives, and then can we go to the next game?
that determines my pick.
Of course. It determines the whole thing. That's why the point spread went down.
Right. Because they said he was a full participant in practice on Friday.
And then they said he wasn't playing yesterday.
Oh man.
I did hear that last night.
Did the 5 families get involved in this too?
Damn.
Let me look it up myself.
Come on, guys. All right. Listen, we let's come to the table with some knowledge here. Let's go. Let's stop messing around.
Lamar Jackson is out. So that's why the spread goes.
Oh god.
So your picks are no good. Are you Paul? Paulie? What do you, Paulie? You going with your pick? Is that Paul? That's Paulie's pick. That's Paulie's pick.
I'm going to say the Lamar Jackson with Ravens are going to, listen, they're not only going to cover the spread, but
Ooh.
the score is going to be 28-17.
Okay, 28-17 without the man.
So the Ravens are in desperate need of a win. They are in desperate need of a win. Who's the
Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush is the starting quarterback.
Cooper Rush.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, give me the Bears, man. Give me the Bears. I was trying to find a way to pick the Ravens, but come on.
Cooper Rush,
My
Ravens.
gosh, man.
Dude, we're gonna.
If the Ravens lose this game, if the Bears lose this game, it's a big indictment.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Caleb Williams. Put some respect on Caleb Williams. I'm saying it right now. Put some respect on Caleb Williams' name, because right now this is disrespectful. This is disrespectful. I'm saying they're going in there and they're getting a win. I think it's going to be like a 7-point game, but I think it's going to be like 28-21. I think Cooper's going to have a game, but no. We're going Bears. We're going Bears.
You going Bears?
I'm going Bears, 28-21.
Me too, I'm going Bears.
All opposite of that, I have a big feeling.
That's the only way I'm getting you.
The Cowboys, 3-1 at the Broncos. The Broncos are -2.5. Folks, you're up.
Okay, so the Cowboys, we know they got a really good offense coming in this one, putting up a lot of
Are
points.
you believing in Bo Nix?
I still don't believe in Bo Nix. I don't believe in Bo Nix at all. But the Broncos defense, really good. But they put up 33 points in the fourth quarter last week in the comeback over the Giants, right? So that gotta do something. So I'm gonna take the Broncos in this one because I think their defense. They got 2 cornerbacks that could play man to man the whole game, and that opens up a lot. So I think I'm gonna
You
go.
think
with
they're going to be able to stop? They're going to stop Pickett, and they're going to be able to stop. They're going to be able to stop what they do. CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb playing this week?
Yeah, he played last week. He should be playing this week.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with the Broncos in this one. Give me 28-24 final score.
Okay. Paulie. Oh, you want me to? Can I wait for your pick? No, I'm waiting for your pick. I'm just playing. Paulie, the Broncos are wearing the royal blue. They're going with the old school helmet, old school uniforms. It's gonna be like the old days Orange Crush today. I'm going Broncos. I'm going Broncos 2 TDs. I'm 2 tutties. I'm going Broncos.
Broncos to go to the Super Bowl. I think that they got to do it. I think that they're going to. I think that they're going to win the game by a point. I'm taking the Cowboys.
Oh man.
2.5.
Okay. I'm taking Broncos 35-21.
All right, here we go. Next game. Packers, -3.5. The full 1-1 Packers, -3.5 at the 4 Steelers.
This is gonna be a good one. I like this one. I like this one a lot. This is gonna be a great one. This is Rodgers against his. He mentored this guy. I mean, so the Packers are getting points. Their Packers are a road favorite.
Packers are given 3.5.
Right. Packers are favored by 3.5. I'm going Steelers. I'm going Aaron Rodgers. 7. They're gonna win. They're gonna win by 7. They're gonna. The Steelers. Well, I mean, I think they're gonna win outright.
Okay. Yep. I'm looking at this. The Packers are coming up. The Packers are coming off a bye week. They had a chance to get healthy. Their defense will probably have a better outing than they did when they played against the Cowboys. And Steelers is another team. I just don't. What's another team?
You don't believe in them?
I just don't. I can't trust the Steelers.
You don't believe in A-Rod?
Yeah, I think the Steelers are one of those teams. They just do enough to stay relevant and be good.
You don't think DK Metcalf's gonna have a game?
I'm going with the Packers. Give me Jordan Love.
Okay.
I'll take that. I'll give me, what is that? 2.5.
2.5. 3, right? What was it, Paulie? 3.5. Yeah. 3.5.
3.5. Yeah, good. Yeah, I think that'll be just it. 24-17.
Okay. All right, Paulie.
Right, and so I'm pissed here. There's no way the Packers can lose this game. There is no way. So,
That's why he's going with the Steelers.
Right.
Aaron's 51. The Packers are going to blow him out.
Oof. 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 Okay. All right, man. Let's go. What are we on to next? We're game 4. Game 4.
3-4 Washington Commanders. Tonight they 15 game. 3-4 Washington at the Chiefs. The 4-3 Chiefs and the -9.5.
Yeah.
So 9.5.
9.5.
Lord have mercy.
What do they? Everybody's saying. What's being said.
Daniels is hurt. Daniels is hurt.
Yep.
Jaden Daniels is hurt. The Chiefs are playing. The Chiefs are one of those teams. But let's just get to the playoffs. Let's just get to the playoffs.
It went to 11.5.
Yeah, I'm looking.
It's 11.5.
Yep. Oh, yeah, it says 11.5. Yeah.
So let me ask you a question: Is Daniels is not playing? Daniels is not playing. Okay.
And there's a lot of injuries on that on that whole entire Washington team. A lot of injuries on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
So the Chiefs we might see the same thing that the Chiefs did to the Raiders.
I know.
I'm going with the Chiefs in this one, big.
Yeah. That's a lot of points, though, boys. A lot of points. A lot of points. Paulie, I want your pick.
All right. So, well, look, they're getting all the calls and it's happening for our the future.
Paulie, I'm glad you said that because I feel good about my pick. I'm going Chiefs. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going with the Commanders. I'm going with Paulie G. So I don't know how that makes you feel. Paulie, but I was feeling that way. That's a lot of points. I feel that they're going to come up and they're going to play a game. They don't want to be disrespected. You know what I mean? They're not the Raiders. The Commanders are not the Raiders. The Raiders are sorry. They're Fugazi. They're gonna trade. You know what?
The number one receiver's hurt. The number two receiver's hurt. Like running back is done for the season.
They're gonna find a way, man. They're gonna find a way to stay in there. Oh, we'll see. All right, Paulie G. Paulie's parlays. Let's go. Give me three. Oh, that's right. What am I saying? Jeez.
The 2-5 Browns at 1:00 today. The 5-2 division. The Patriots -7.5.
Yeah. No, I mean, listen.
Haven't covered the game -7.5 on play. 26 years old. All right. They go away in hell. The New England Patriots cover. And that's why all the
Ooh. Hey, Paul, you know what? Like I've been saying all these last couple weeks, the Patriots are there, but they're not going to cover. They're not going to do this. They're not going to do that. I'm done with that. I'm riding the Drake May train.
He's done
and
with
I'm done. I'm going Patriots, and I'm going, and I think they are gonna pull a Chiefs Raiders today. I think this game is gonna be over at halftime. To be honest with you, I think they're coming. They're fired up. They're tired of losing at home. They lose at home. All their wins are on the road. They don't win at home. Everybody's like, back in the day, we weren't losing at home. Now, it's time to turn that around. And it ends today. Big win. I say, I don't know, man. I think it's like 28-7, 28-3.
28-7, 28-3. Well, y'all know my golden rule. I don't pick against the Pats.
I know.
I'm not doing it.
You're a homer.
I'm a big time homer. So, give me the Pats. Just give me the Pats.
All right.
The Browns, where's their offense going to come from? That's
I don't know.
Their defense will keep them in the game for as long as they possibly can, but where's the offense going to come from the Browns?
I mean, I look at that defense on that side, man. They got some guys, man, but I just feel like they, how often can you hold? They're going to be out on the field a lot today. Today. So, Paulie, I think we.
I gotta go last. So last
And that's why it's called Paulie's Picks, not Joey's Picks. Come on, Paulie. I thought. Yeah.
I'm going to take the over on this, over 46.5. I think it's going to be a score test. 49 at the Texas. The Texas minus 1.5. Taking the points. The home underdog taking the points. I think the Texas is really good. And they're going to be scared. This is a big game. Texas coaching the 49 Packers. All right. The Packers minus 3.5 at the Steelers. I'm going to skip that game because we already picked it up top. The last out is our last game, Giants at Eagles. Okay? The Giants at the Eagles. The Eagles minus 7.5. I'm taking the Giants with the points. I think there's a lot of trouble in Philadelphia. And I think the Giants are going to
Oof! Wow! Outright. Yeah, that's gonna. If they win outright, if they beat the Eagles twice this year, man, I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna be able to recover. I know, and it wasn't even close. It was and like I think I hear what you're saying. I think there's some issues with AJ. There's issues with Saquon. I don't know, man. It's interesting over there. Paulie G, Halloween.
Paulie G's
Are you the house that gives the full bars at Halloween? The full candy bars? Full.
I don't do candy for the kids. I have an a my adult house, so when they come here, we get the parents over. And the parents come through and I give out yellow stuff.
But what do the kids get? They get nothing? Come on, Paulie. You got to give them something. You got to give them a Snickers or something.
They're eating candy anyways.
Our neighborhood gets about 500 kids.
Oh, really?
I have a sign out front about those parents come out. I got fireball shots and
That's a riot. That's a riot. We actually, I was going to have this conversation earlier, but it was a busy day. We had some guys in here, and it's like, what is the age? Like, obviously, you don't give candy, but I always had this conversation. What is the age where you tell the kid, "Sorry, man, you can't have candy because you got a full beard"? Mukala. Mook comes up to the door with the pillow sack and a hat on.
Tom, this is a clip on. This is fake.
It's time to keep moving. Keep it moving. Paulie G, we're gonna get out of here, man. And as always, we end the Paulie's Picks piece with Metallica. Go tend to the ribs, smother them up. No, man, it's Halloween week. We got to go with All Nightmare Long. We'll see you, Paulie G. All right, well, let's see where we land this week, Paulie.
Enjoy that Florida weather.
Yeah, all right, let's go. It's Paulie G. Paulie's Picks, another one. It's time for a little All Nightmare Long by Metallica. Yes, a little All Nightmare Long is our Halloween week. How was that Halloween party you were at last night, man? Hey, how's that Halloween party you were at last night? You got a little crazy or what?
I was in the house after the game.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you were at a Halloween party.
No, I said there was a lot of Halloween parties.
There are a lot of Halloween parties, absolutely, man. I'm not a huge Halloween guy. The whole thing, some people either love it, and the people that love it, you know what I mean? Like, a little bit over the top, right? I like the spooky kind of thing a little bit, but then it's like, some people go way over the top with the graves and some of that craziness. But
I'm not that big on Halloween.
No,
ever.
Not big on Halloween.
No. Like when I was in college, Salem State Day, Halloween.
Oh well, dude, what was that
all
like?
hands on deck because I was a RA. I was a resident assistant,
man.
so it was all hands on deck because they go downtown and then they come back. It's wild.
So I wanted to ask you that. Like, you went to Salem State. So what is it like for the week before Halloween? Can you even get around the city?
The week?
The month?
The month.
Is it that bad?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
It's like all, downtown Salem is packed. People coming in and out. It's just, trying to maneuver through Salem from towards the end of September to basically the end of October. It's wild, but it's fun if you're in college though. But when you're an adult,
trying to get somewhere.
Yeah, no. But for the college kids, it's a lot of fun.
Hey man, let's shout out that these athletes that played last night. I mean, we talked to Shane Knowlton, but we were at a game. We didn't get a chance because the day. By the way, thank you for everybody that came on. Cam and Ethan and Jason Cooke and Shane Knowlton, Gio Doria, of course Paulie. It's been we just keep the hits coming. We call it what is it? Less filling tastes great. That's All In Sports Huddle.
That was, man. First of all, that campus out.
Oh,
that campus.
I was wondering if you had been to that campus before.
No, that was my first time ever being over there.
That campus was actually a house built by some woman. They acquired it. I looked at the history a while back, and I remembered now that whole terracotta style. Did you see the whole area? How it's like it doesn't. It's like doesn't really go with a lot of the houses around, but the buildings were all that whole like terracotta, Mediterranean style.
Right.
And they kind of kept it going. But
beautiful campus. The field house really nice in there. Saw the hockey rink in there.
I mean, they've had so many. I mean, Dexter Southfield has so many hockey players in the NHL right now.
Oh, really?
They got 8 hockey players in the NHL. The football's on the rise.
Right.
They're just doing things over there, and as an option for kids going there. I mean, you're seeing kids coming from all different areas in the city, outside the city. It's a day school. I want to shout out Rory Funk. Rory Funk. We want the funk.
Right. He had himself a day. 3 touchdowns on the day.
Charlie Hannafin.
Oh,
he's going to be a player. I mean, he is a player.
So much talent on that team.
And then obviously their line looked good. I mean, and then what do they call that dude? What do they call him going to North Carolina? He's the big. What's his
lineman?
Yeah, what do they call? What's his nickname? But he played for my boy Lazar Franklin at Roxbury Titans.
Okay.
So shout out to my boy Lazar.
Yeah.
But it's just a game that you look at the talent, and we talk about this. We've talked about it, depth. The top 11, your best 11 is gonna be out there.
Right.
Your best 11 going against an MIAA school. It's just, the top 11 out there is just a different level of athlete.
Very different. I was just looking at the alignment, and I was just like, because I went to 2 games yesterday, and I looked at those linemen from both teams, and I'm just like, yo.
Well, you're looking at a division. You're looking at high level guys because the linemen from you got one guy going to North Carolina, you got another guy on Avon Old Farms going to Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Lineman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just size, size and abilities.
Right. And those boys was moving, but Michael Bear, the quarterback for Avon Old Farms, 2027, I believe, he's a 2027 quarterback. Man, the play he made to pretty much give them that lead, that was an impressive run just to be able to break the tackles.
Yeah.
It wasn't even he broke the tackle. It was just like the defender just rubbed off him or something. It just ran through him.
And I sent that link to. I was on the Facebook, and you can listen to me and check me out on at All In Huddle on Facebook, and obviously I tag Mook a lot on it, but I was on that side where they ran that rub route and they got that play for the 2-point conversion.
Yep.
And it was kind of interesting. I shared it because the player on Dexter Southfield was yelling about the pick. He thought he was picked, but it's right at the line of scrimmage. You know what I mean? And you either got to switch. It's like what the Patriots did in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you got to jump it or something. Yeah, because
you got to see it coming.
Right. Because those plays, they're not going to call it down there in the goal line.
No, especially in technically at the line of scrimmage, they're not going to call it.
No, not at all. But that was a good play drawn up. But 29-28 final
But the heartbreaking
score.
thing is that Dexter Southfield needs to get a kicker.
Yeah.
If you can kick out there, you got a kid. Listen, guys, you got a kid out there in middle school, going into high school who can kick the football 40, 50 yards. Casey Day might want to talk to you.
I was confused of the 2-point conversion they went for before the half. The play call.
They weren't gonna. They weren't. So that's the thing. I don't think they. I think they just kind of make it look differently, but they're not gonna go. They're not gonna go for a PAT like extra point.
Yeah, that
reminded
me. That reminded me that time the Colts did that against the Pats in their own territory.
Well, they thought they have a mismatch because they had, but you have to have that mismatch for it to work. If it's not there, it's not there.
Yeah, sometimes coaches just overthink themselves. You should have. If you were gonna go for two, go with what was working. The quarterback was moving. He was in the groove. Just live or die with the decision.
Yeah.
With the decision to either run or have the quarterback pass.
I just think it's tough that they're at a high level football and they can't kick extra points. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But the crowd there too. Great crowd.
Oh, great crowd.
Really great crowd.
We saw some of the area's finest covering football. We saw our boy Alex Agrella.
Alex was there.
Alex was on his. He's going to be doing his video. Shout out recruiting board.
Yeah, shout out recruiting. Brendan Connolly from the Gold was there.
Brendan Connolly. I mean, everybody was there. You were there.
Tim from New England Football Journal. He was the one that covering that game.
Okay.
Yeah, he did the write up on it.
Nice.
He put that one up. So yeah, everybody was there.
Everybody was there, man.
But the time of the game though, I was looking. It said 6 o'clock.
Oh,
all week it said 6 o'clock.
On their schedule, it said.
On Max Preps, on everything I looked, all week it said 6 o'clock, and then I got there. It was like second quarter going into halftime.
Damn.
I didn't miss much, but I would have loved to do a whole broadcast, but
Yeah, well, hey, man, you were doing double duty. You had a busy weekend, man. You had a busy weekend.
Busy weekend. They had the field naming ceremony, field dedication for John DiBiase yesterday.
So the field is now officially called John DiBiase Field.
John DiBiase Jr. Field.
And I'll tell you what, that field looks good.
It looks good. They
did a nice job with that.
I think they did that over the summer.
Yeah, they did that. But his name's on it now.
Yeah, they have his name on it.
Does he sign it? They have it signed,
it's a signature. Yeah,
that's cool.
They had a ceremony before the game. A lot of his former players came. Then they had another ceremony to honor like the guys from Everett that actually played in the NFL that they got to the NFL.
Yeah,
they got a lot of
which
guys.
are a lot because there's they're the biggest, the city that has the most NFL players.
Yeah, and they got they also added like they also added their pictures like by the scoreboard. Like all the guys that are currently in the NFL and that play.
Is that a new scoreboard they put in too, or is that the same scoreboard?
That's the same one. That's the same one. But yeah, they got the photos. Kind of like the colleges do it with like all their pro guys. They have like little photos of them and stuff like that. So they got those down to by the scoreboard on the field. So overall, it's good day of football.
Good day of football, man. Yeah, and it just keeps going. And then Friday you were at the Central Andover game.
Central Andover game.
Want to talk about that a little bit?
That was another one. Man, Central, talking to James earlier, Central just got off to a good start. Their defense, opening possession, 3 and out, then they marched right down the field, methodically marched down the field, they scored, then Drew O'Keefe picks up Kyle Olsen, they marched down the field again, and before you blink, it's 14-0, they're playing catch-up. Shout out to Caden Smith, 5 touchdowns on the day, 3 rushing, 2 passing, and just much needed win for Central Catholic, because they had a bye coming off the Methuen loss. Now they're going to Haverhill to close out the regular season, but looking at the polls, the rankings, they're still in a good spot. So they're in the top. They're in the top 10 in the power rankings. So they're in a good spot.
So top eight in each division make the playoffs. Top 8. Top 16.
Top 16.
Top 16.
Top
Okay.
16.
Okay. Top 16. That's right. We've got still going top 16.
Yeah.
Still going 1 through 16.
Yep.
So it's important for these teams like Lynn English. Hopefully we'll see what their polls are like. Some of these guys are trying to get in. A good win. I was at the 110 Cup. Shout out to Chelmsford, my hometown. Chelmsford had a win over against Westford. Chelmsford's looking good, man. I mean, they're looking better.
Right.
Their quarterback is playing solid. Their defense is real solid. I mean, Westford's a little down, but it was a good win. They got the cup back. It's been a fun little rivalry. Westford had it for a couple of years, but Chelmsford brought it back to Richardson Road.
All right. Next week, while we're recording next week, they're gonna have the pairings out, or I believe.
So maybe we'll talk about it.
Yeah, they'll probably have the pairings out.
I think they do come out on Sunday.
They come out on Sunday. I'm not sure what time though, but I know they come out.
I mean,
on
I'll hang for a little bit if they come out at noon. We can talk about them. We can talk a little bit. But big game Saturday.
Big game Saturday. St. John's Prep and Catholic Memorial. This is 2 teams in the top 5. St. John's Prep is number 1 right now, undefeated. Catholic Memorial got that one loss to Zavarian.
Yeah.
Last year, this game was hyped up. But it turned out to be a massacre. It got ugly real quick. So the Eagles looking to get a little payback. They're playing really well. They're coming off the win over Malden Catholic. Chris Vargas, I think he had a 279 passing or so. That kid can throw the ball.
Yeah, man, sophomore, only a sophomore.
Only a sophomore. And this Catholic Memorial team, like I said, they pose a threat.
So you saw Rory Funk, and you saw Rory Funk, and you know Vasquez. Who's the better quarterback in your opinion?
Vargas. From what I saw, because from what I've seen, Vargas, that young man.
It's kind of why I kind of wish they would play each other, but it's just very rare. I mean, I think the last time I heard a prep school play a high school, I think it was Andover played Phillips Andover.
Okay.
And Phillips Andover lost. Andover beat them.
Oh, okay.
That was a few years ago.
I was like, maybe one of them Brockton teams played a prep school back in the day, maybe.
Nah, I don't know. I mean, it's different leagues. It's different rules. I mean, honestly, like the rules are different. They play NCAA rules.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
they have 2 minute warnings.
They have the 2 minute and all that. Yeah. So it's a different. I mean, it's similar but different. Because
in MIA there's like a 4 minute 4 minute warning or something like that. Or they let.
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, the NFHS rules. They're okay. I mean, I'm not going to slam them, but we'll see, man. But hey, man, you know what? It's time to get out of here because it's under a half hour for a kickoff, man. Hey, man, thanks for joining me as always, man. And let people know where they can find you as always.
Hey, man, make sure to follow me, Mukala_K, Instagram, Twitter, Mukala Kabong on YouTube. We got some games that'll be up today. I think that Andover Central Catholic game is up. I was in Abington on Thursday. They beat Rockland. We were going to get Coach Ed Riley on, but we'll try to get him on next week. Yeah. We'll try to get him on next week. They like me out there.
There you go, man. Hey, man, good for you, man. Traveling. That's a haul.
My cousins on the coaching staff. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're on the coaching staff on Abington, so they always try to get me out there. And then the Lynn English,
the Green Wave,
one of the few teams that still have a grass field.
Yeah,
they have a grass field.
I saw Rockland has a baseball field.
Right.
Yeah, they got the baseball field too. You don't see that anymore.
No, you do not. The Lynn English Everett game will be up on YouTube today, later today. So if you want to check that out, the Central Catholic Andover game, that's up on the YouTube channel.
Cool.
So if you want to check that out, and
you'll be doing your thing on New England Football Journal. Where you do your predictions on Wednesdays?
Wednesday. Make sure to check us out. Wednesday evening, we got predictions. This is the last week.
Even better than Paulie's picks.
I do that. Listen, I went 15-7 with my week 7 high school football picks. So
what do you overall? Have you had an overall score yet?
No, I just remember to start keeping tally. I just remember to do it.
That's funny.
But the last 2 weeks. Last week I was 22-2. Or 21.
It's pretty dang good, man.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a little different than pro ball.
Just
you generally can see who's better than who.
Before we get out of here, I mean, you talked a little about it. What do you think about this whole NBA gambling stuff? These guys,
man. I mean, people are gonna say it, but it's just I can't believe your integrity. What does that say about you, man? I mean, Terry Rozier right now, man. I mean, dude, I don't know, man. I mean, I know they're going through it, and I know, and I think about the history and the legacy that these guys had, and it's just gone. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like whatever they did, and cheating on poker games, cheating on basketball games. It's just sad. Dude, didn't they make enough money?
Yeah.
Didn't they make enough money, bro?
But I just want to know the people. They're talking about the 5 families and all this mafia stuff. But it's like, okay, when are y'all gonna?
It's crazy.
When are y'all gonna get those guys? When are we gonna get their pictures, or when we get them, seeing them in court? But
I know, right there.
You got these.
So let's talk about. The whole thing that's happened with the scandal. Obviously, Rozier is being called out for you know, the point shaving
Right.
and everything that's going on. But, you know, we gotta talk about what's happening over there with the Chauncey Billups, because
Right.
Chauncey shows up at court wearing a hoodie that said Clutch Sports on it. And everybody's saying he did that.
He's taking one for the team.
He did that for a reason. No, he did it for like, yo, help me out, or I'm gonna talk.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if that's true,
Right.
but that's what the rumors are going.
That's the rumors. We'll see. But I mean, you knew once something like this would happen. Once sports betting became legal and all these leagues became sponsored by a lot of these like FanDuels.
Perfect time now.
Right?
Yeah, and you know it's so perfect. Like everything happens with Rozier and Chauncey Billups, and then the NCAA goes, "Oh, guess what? D3 athletes, you can gamble now.
Right.
You can gamble now.
Yeah, it's all the way down.
That's called bad timing.
Bad timing. Gambling is just. I don't know. I don't gamble, so but
no, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we do this for fun, and you weren't on, and my boy Pete. You know, look, I don't, and look, you can win some money. Some guys do it, which is crazy how they do it as a profession. But,
right.
But look, if you can't afford to it, don't do it. And you know what? Honestly, like it's sad because, like you said, like this is getting into the world of what we love, the sports, and now but the fact is, man, I can't believe some of these guys, if they did do it, question their integrity. What are they about, man?
Right.
You know, what are you about? You're an athlete. You're about winning.
Right.
Doing that to your guys.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
It's wild, but yeah, we'll see we'll see as more news comes out of what makes of it.
Yeah,
but
stay tuned. Yeah,
it don't seem like this is going to end anytime soon.
Away. No, it's not.
It's not.
Well, hey, man, it's always good, man, and you can check us at the All In Huddle on Instagram and on Facebook at the All In Sports Huddle on WRBRocks.com, and you can find me at Joe Dub Beauregard on IG. And hey, and don't forget, man, we got a lot of great shows here on WRB Rocks. We got a hip hop show on Tuesdays called Valley Vibes. We got the OG show, the thing that started it all, called The First Wave.
Show.
The First Wave. Yeah. But hey, we're gonna keep with this whole like Halloween-esque deal, and we're gonna play a song by Grim Reaper.
Okay.
And it's kind of scary. It's called "See You in Hell."
Oh damn.
So hey, man, and I'm gonna finish with one from. I'm gonna play a couple songs. I'm gonna play one by my boys from Falsely Accused. It's called that's called Witches. So we're gonna see you in hell and some witches. Hey, thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you next week.
Be safe on Halloween, folks.
Yeah, get those full bars. Kit Kats.